Client wins. All right. We had a client, I'll just call his name Bob in this instance. Bob was a young fellow working for a tech firm, and he came in and worked with Eddie probably about 4 years ago. Bought 3 properties in Queensland, 2 townhouses and a house. They've pretty much doubled from where they were. There was a house for $289 that's worth probably $550, and a few other townhouses as well that have gone up, quite a lot in value. Bob then came back to me about 2 years ago and wanted to pull all of his equity from his properties that he'd bought and put out about $300K worth of equity, and then put that down as a 20% deposit on like a 3-bedroom penthouse in Sydney. And that was all done within like 5 years. So that is such a massive effort that if you tried to save that, the market is just outpacing your savings. So yes, he was able to leverage these properties. The rental returns have been rock solid, and they've obviously increased in value over time. Yes, interest rates have gone up as well, but he was able to use these 3 properties as stepping stones to get to that goal. Now this bloke's only about 28 years of age, and he's got kind of 4 properties under his belt, and he's made equity. These properties are still growing, plus also that penthouse as well, which I think he got for a steal, and now obviously doing a 20%, that's going up in value. He can use that as a stepping stone. If he wanted to sell any of these properties off to pay it out in the owner occupied debt, there's enough equity he could probably do that and have a very small mortgage, right? So even though these properties over here weren't super presentable, they're fundamentally what investing is all about, is using them as a stepping stone to get to where he needed to be. So we've been lucky enough to do the first lot of financing, the refinancing and restructuring, then the purchase obviously over here, and we've just actually refinanced these properties again to get a bit of a cheaper rate, but we've actually got equity sitting there ready to rock and roll for the next move. So all in the space of 5 years, it's absolutely amazing that what could happen. And again, that was only 3 purchases here. Imagine if there were 10. Every time I have these chats with Eddie, imagine if we bought this one for 150 or 200 grand, or someone's pulled out here, or a client this, or the color of the carpet wasn't the right color and they've missed the opportunity, to go ahead and get the bigger picture over here. So Bob, even though your name's not Bob, you've done fantastically well. You know who you would be if you listen to this story. But that is just another example of how starting off small really is that stepping stone. And rather than you saving in the bank and getting bugger all interest, investing in property will get you to where you need to be soon.